you know what it was, yeah? It's just that I felt like they say as soon as he comes out, or your child comes out, everything, you get these rush of emotions. I was completely normal. But then as soon as I did hold him,
for everyone,
when I held him though, then I was like, actually, you know what? I was like, this was nice. Yeah. So yeah, it did feel nice, and now I love it. Like I couldn't imagine not having a child.
How old is
he? He turns 2 in July.
Oh.
So so.
I mean, I can imagine as well. Like, I don't know your exact age, but I'm presuming you're quite young as well. So I can imagine.
I'm not young. But it depends. What your class is young?
Like 20s.
I'm 32.
Oh,
what?
Swear down.
I'm 33 in June.
Oh, never mind then. Fuck, this your time.
Yeah, fair. You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take it, but thank you though. Thank you.
Literally, I thought you were like younger than us. Like, I don't know why. Like, I just presumed that.
Guys, gas me up, man.
Yeah. You about my age.
Well, how old are you guys?
Yeah.
I'll take mid-20s. I'll take it.
We're reaching the mid this year, aren't we? Yeah, 25 this year.
I feel really old. Like.
So then I'm ancient. I'm
done. You
done.
know what the people say? You know what? I'm trying to like rethink the way that I look at age and perceive age and like aging, because people, I think before you're 30, you have this like fear of being 30, and people say actually,
you do.
Like, 30s is so much better than your 20s, because that's when you've got your ish figured out and like.
Kind of. Like, I'll be real. Like, my knees hurt more often now, and I do get bad backs. I don't remember having that in my 20s. Yeah. So I mean, I feel that, but I mean, you feel the same.
Yeah.
You do feel the same. And you know, you work extra when you're 30s, you got more money, you can go and do more things and stuff like that. But I mean, don't get me wrong, if I could pick, I'd happily go back to my 20s. So you guys are lucky.
You know what, age is just a number, and it's how you feel, not what age you are. So yeah,
well, sometimes it matters.
I was gonna say that. I'm not gonna lie, you sound like R. Kelly a little bit there. Yeah. Okay.
On the topic of music, obviously we're going to play some of your tracks today. This first one is Stack, and it's with him. I want to ask you how to pronounce it. Karen Flaherty?
Everyone has this problem. Karen Flaherty.
Yeah. You worked together before, right?
Yeah, we worked a few times together, and she'll be coming up to Manchester next month, and we'll be working again. I can't say nothing but good things about Karen. I think she's a great singer, nice person. Yeah, that's all I can. There's nothing else I could say about Karen. Just an amazing person all around.
Mm-hmm. I was just gonna ask, how did you get into music? What's your journey like? Brief.
Yeah, I'll do you want to get like bullet points again? Like
bullet points.
Okay, So one of my friends back in the day, he done music. This is because you know now everyone does music. Like everyone's a rapper now. Everyone's a rapper. And
I've been trying, man. I'm joking.
I've been trying. So like back when I was obviously 18. My mate, he was doing carnivals and stuff, and he just said to me, you look like a rapper. That's what he just said to me, that was it. He just goes, you look like a rapper, do you want to rap? I had no interest in music whatsoever. But that was it. Literally from there, you look like a rapper, do you want to rap? And then I was like, okay, cool. Obviously, I was really bad.
Did you listen to rap music?
Yeah, I listened to it, but I had no interest in doing it. I used to like play, I was a lot slimmer back then, and sports was my thing. And then literally from there, started... Then, you know, like you have like small goals. Like, I just want people to hear me first. Then I want to be on like a local radio station. Then I want to be on like One Extra and so forth. And then obviously I always add to what I want to achieve. So it's just there. That's literally
momentum. Like you just kept going and then
here you are. Yeah.
Later.
I did 18. How old am I? 14 years later. 14 years later. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man, you've been doing this for time.
Yeah, I have. I have been around for a while.
And the scene's changed as well massively.
It changes all the time.
Like
every 2, 3. I'm not even 10. Like every 2, 3, 4 years, music, rap styles of rap changes, and our new genres being added in of rap, and so it does change. So you kind of have to kind of be versatile, I guess.
I think it changes quicker as well. Like maybe in the past before it would have been like it changed every 5 years.
I agree with that.
10 years, 5 years, and now it's like with the way that like social media especially has like democratized music.
It's true.
You know, like Spotify and things like that. Like people can get their music out on Spotify a lot quicker.
Quicker, yeah. It's like when you listen to artists obviously I will say when we're younger. I mean, we're not that far apart, but like artists we used to listen to, I feel like they would release a song like once every 5, 6, 7 weeks. Yeah. Now artists are releasing songs every like 2, 3 weeks. It's a lot. Everything's happening a lot faster, so it's trying to keep up. Definitely because of money and stuff. It's really, really difficult.
It's the streaming algorithm, isn't it? Like you've got to like constantly put like stuff out in order to keep up and get playlisted, all that stuff. Like I've spoken to like quite a few artists this year, and they've all said, like we're putting out a track every like few weeks or sort of thing, rather than putting out projects because it's actually better.
I think that's true. I think singles make more sense.
Social media, because trends move so quickly. Like you have to be like, you have to keep your foot on the pedal, don't you?
Yeah.
But then I suppose does that kind of like take it away from it? Like I kind of miss like the innovativeness of like doing your own thing sort of thing.
I think because you're rushing songs out, I suppose it can diminish the quality of your songs because like it's not really quality, that's more quantity, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, if you can't do both, great, obviously, but
and making like a concerted project as well, you know, like a body of work.
Yeah.
And just releasing an album, a self-contained single, you know, doing something like a project that is like holistic, you know.
Yeah.
I think that is kind of where that thing is suffering a little bit.
I think you're right. I think even doing a body of work now probably will take too long because you'll have to go away for a while and you can't really afford to go away for a while because it's a momentum.
Yeah. So how are you finding the music scene like in Manchester? Well, I know you've only been here a short while, but
it's weird because I'm not gonna lie. See where like I'm originally from, like obviously like everybody knows me. Like Luton. I walk out, like I go town, like if I'm out in a place, like I have people come up to me and stuff. So coming to Manchester, it's weird because nobody knows me. So it's like it's a bit of a weird one, but I do like it because one thing I know it's like people like it, but when people come up to me and like, blah blah blah, I don't like it.
Oh really?
No, I don't like people coming up to me and talking to me.
So you're not doing music for the fame then?
I love making music and stuff, and I like the part of making music videos, going to studio, releasing the music videos, and like radio interviews. I don't like performing.
Really?
Yeah, I perform, but I don't like performing. Like, do you know when people perform, they get nervous stuff? I feel absolutely nothing. Not fear, not excitement, just so I can go out there, perform. I can pretend. Like,
I mean, I don't think I want to go see an artist and they're just there. Like,
no. But I will feel nothing. There'll be nothing. There'll be no nerves in me at all. It's just not my thing. I like the other part of it. So when people do come up to me and stuff, and obviously they say we're from Luton, it's. I mean, I don't know what you've heard of Luton, but it's a dangerous place.
I know about Luton.
Yeah, so obviously as well, when people come up to you, I don't know if they're gonna jump me. I don't know if they're like, and obviously I've had people come up to me and like start trouble. And stuff. I have people come to me on the other, so you never know. So I'd rather people just leave me alone. So obviously up here, it's nice that I can just walk anywhere I want. Like I don't have to worry about going to the shop or stuff like that. Yeah. Though I was in Hume Park though. I was saying to him like 2 days ago, and I was with my girlfriend, and the song was like Rebelyous.
Oh, Ross.
And she was just like, and I was just like, what the hell? I was like, no one knows me here. I was doing anything. I was like, it was so weird.
That's sick though. That's so nice to know that like.
No, he was very polite. We shook hands, we spoke and stuff. But obviously it was. And when I went to studio as well, to record one of the other songs, the guy was like, I know you. And I was just like, oh no.
So then how do you measure like where you want to, how do you measure your success in your career? Like, because obviously for a lot of artists, the way that they measure how successful they are is by their following, right?
I, obviously, like I said, because from down to like, I know in Luton, I can release a song, everyone's still going to play it. I know in Bedford, people are going to play my songs. I know in London, they can play my songs. So obviously here, so people not knowing me here still doesn't bother me because I know people are going to play me. So it's like it's like a new piece of paper. Like I can do whatever I want. And because we've been in a pandemic, it's a bit different yet because I can't do what I want to do. So right now I kind of measure it like being on One Extra. I want like One Extra to still play my songs. I want Kiss to play my songs. I want gigs and Carnival and stuff like that. So and I know that stuff will happen. So I think that's how I go about it for now. So yeah, that's.
Do you think it's been interesting? Do you think it's been different for like your creative process being in a new place?
I think it's different in the sense because I don't know. It's like where I want to make something. I want that kind of person. I want this type of hook. I can just be like to someone, oh yo. But here I don't know too many people, so it is kind of still trying to figure it out.
That's good. That can be good though in the sense because it forces you to like reimagine your creativity.
Yeah, because now I'm doing my own choruses.
Yeah.
Like I used to get singers to them. Yeah. I mean, I love doing choruses. If anything, I hate doing verses. So, yeah, it does. But I think it's trying to work with like more known people in general, if that makes sense. That's what I want to be doing now. That's like the next step. I think working with people that already are on like One Extra and stuff. And
to be fair, you have to do that with everything. Like I sometimes like pay for those like Instagram promotion things, like literally, and that's how, if I'm being honest, that is how we are gaining a following. Because like otherwise, if you don't do that, like the Instagram algorithm is so messed up. You literally just like. So yeah, I suppose you got to do that. Coming on to your name, like I want to know, how did that come about?
So again, with that guy who said you look like a rapper, this obviously you're 18. You know, you like in your 18, you don't do much. Just walk around town like nighttime with my friends. And he's like, he said, you're gonna be rebel. That's what he said, rebel. No, at that time there was a rebel already in our town. So I was like, I can't be that. And then for my personality, not so much now because I'm 32, but from my 20s probably till 29, 30, I had a problem with authority, even at work and stuff like that. So it generally is my character. Like, it's like I got bored, so I'd want to be troublesome. I was very controversial and stuff. So it just suits my personality. So now I've come up here, I've even said to me, I was like, I'm not going to cause trouble. Like, I'm going to be polite. I was like, I'm going to be nice. Yeah. That's exactly what I've been since I've come here. Everything's fresh. Well, people are nice here anyway.
Exactly.
So it's no, you don't.
No one's gonna be trying shanking you when you go in corner shops. Okay.
We'll give it time.
So what's with the spelling then? Like, cause is that?
It's because the way you spell it casually. Imagine putting that into Google. Like, you know, the first the definition's gonna come up, and then the dictionaries and all that kind of stuff, and then probably like. So if you put my one, there's only one way. No one's gonna spell it that way.
I thought it might have been like your name or something.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be called Yusuf.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
when I first saw that.
Nah, Shahid. I'm sorry. Literally just.
These times his name is Ben.
I was going to say John for the sake of it, but I thought,
No, but it's clever.
Yeah,
like,
of course. It literally is.
You've got to think about that.
Yeah, for YouTube as well. Imagine putting Rebelyous, the correct spelling. Oh my God. Imagine what will come up.
Yeah.
No. You know, so it would be a nightmare. So literally for search purposes.
So go on.
I was just gonna say, like, we were just talking about the fact that your background is obviously like half Pakistani, half.
I'm actually 3/4. Believe it or not, it's weird, but 3/4 Pakistani, core English. I know, which is like how.
Yeah,
that?
I know. My girlfriend's neighbours, their child is that basically, and it's interesting, like culturally, as to how you identify when you are.
Well, obviously, it's basically my mum's half, and my dad's full, so then it makes you a core English. Yeah, I know, but
how, like culturally, like where? Because I know you were just saying, well, I'm half, but I was basically.
I was like, well, my family was brought up, you know, white, you know, good old beans and toast, you know. No, they weren't that. It wasn't that one. No, I love curry. Come on, like I love curry with passion.
You looked offended.
Yeah, I know. No, curry. I love curry.
I'll see it like
No, I need curry. I love a chicken curry. Come on, nice. You know, roti, naan. I'm there. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not that white.
Okay. How do you think that has like influenced your music? Because Luton is also a very like it's got a big like South Asian stronghold.
It's a very multicultural town.
Yeah.
Yes. It depends because it's weird because I literally have suffered racism from whites and Asians.
I mean, there's an interesting thing of being like biracial anyway. I mean, obviously Carlos will be able to like understand a bit more.
Yeah.
You do get it.
Kind of identity struggle.
It's like Asians see me as white and white people see me as Asian.
Yeah.
I fit in with all my black friends. Yeah, they I remember one time they were like, you're one of us. I was like, you're one of us. I was like, yeah, cheers, man. I was like, yeah.
I mean, it's interesting as well to hear that even you have that struggle being 3/4.
Yeah.
Because like I was thinking like obviously like my girlfriend is full Indian, I am half Indian, and like if we have kids in the future, like I'm saying if like it's gonna happen like literally in the future, I've always thought, oh yeah, they're gonna be 3/4 and they're not gonna have like the problems that I had, but hearing you say this, like
definitely are, bro.
I think also it is also how you grow up, like you said, because there are people who are like full South Asian but might not necessarily have like a very cultured upbringing.
Yeah.
What you're exposed to and like how you choose to perform and interact with your culture as well.
Oh yeah, it's true. That is true. I mean, obviously, the area I grew up in was fully Asian, so I was around Asians every day.
Yeah.
But then obviously, as you grow up and stuff, separate. But they still, even my Asian friends, I'm pretty sure they saw me as Caucasian.
Okay. Do you think that had an influence on your music, like your Asian background? Did you listen to any kind of like Asian? No, not really. Or like Asian fusion.
I'm gonna be real, because the music, because the majority of my friends are black. So I'm around them. So I think if anything, they're my influences, or that's where my influences came from. Obviously, when it came to like my sports and stuff, I was with all my Asian friends and stuff like that. Like my football team in Luton is like 80% Asian. So And they're actually like 80% Indian, to be fair.
Oh,
They're practically Indian. I was like the only Pakistani.
It's interesting to hear that because there is a problem, isn't there, especially in British football, with a lack of representation with regards to South Asians in football.
Well, this is the thing. I'm not sure why. Because, obviously, I know there's lots of cultures in football as well, and I play, but they're wicked footballers. So why is that? Because they're great. Like, you know, I don't, I'm not, unless there's is it, for example, maybe Muslims? Is it the religion that maybe holds them back? I don't know.
What, at sports and stuff?
Well, them going into football, because I don't, for the amount...
It's not a traditional, career path.
Because the amount of Asians we have in, obviously, this country, there's not really that many Asians in football.
There's no Asian representation in sports. So
no,
it is because it's not like a lot of people are first gen, aren't they? So their parents want them to go into more stable and respected,
like lawyers and doctors
roles.
And stuff.
Exactly. If you say you want to do sports, you'll get about 2 slaps. You know.
No, I'm sure that has a part to play, but I don't think that. I think we talked about representation before, and I think it was like 0.4% or something of the Premier League footballers are South Asian, and I was like, yes, some of them might be told to go and be doctors or whatever, but not to that extent. Like, there's definitely other things at play as to why that's a thing. I mean,
I do think there is. I mean, I remember I saw on BBC. It'd been years ago. One of the former footballers for Carlisle, he done a documentary. It was a Burnley, I can't remember. And he said he was speaking to an Asian guy, and he said at Watford, they said because he's Asian, he can play for him. Well, that one instance is racism. I can't say every football club. So obviously, there will be racism in football. I mean, but obviously. You know, even for obviously black football players who are, I mean, they're going through it all the time because this racism still strong.
We were just talking about this before.
Oh, really?
Super League and
don't even get me started on that. Just don't.
No, but we were saying obviously it's great that fans are coming together to show protest what's going on, but then it's also not great that they're not using that same energy for other worthwhile causes.
For racism, innit? Like, you might have just showed that you know how to mobilise.
Yeah, of course.
But when your favourite players having monkey chants and having bananas thrown on them on
it's
on
true.
Pitch, you want to be pimped. It doesn't.
No, you're completely right. I think I said in one of the interviews on Sky Sports by Patrick Bamford for Leeds. He did say,
I remember there was a football.
It was Bamford, and he said about it's a shame we don't have the same energy for racism. Yeah. And he's right. He is right.
I think as well, even other than racism, what we're saying, what these people are actually protesting against, I don't think they realise, but they're actually protesting against this idea of the rich people at the top having complete control. So imagine if they actually put that energy towards all the other injustice that actually goes on.
I think the real question we're going to have to ask them really are, how deep is racism in England? Because maybe they just don't care.
No, obviously that's what it is.
I mean, I don't want to say. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I put maybes in because I don't want to say my point. I think they're all racist.
Allegedly,
because they see it, don't they?
Of course they do.
You cannot be a football fan and not know what racism is in football.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just it's selective.
I think obviously a lot of them obviously Caucasian and obviously
white working class.
Yeah, they're not going to care about racism. They don't go through it. You know, the majority of the country is Caucasian, so it's not something they'll experience like us.
It'd be interesting to see there was that guy from Burnley who literally was during the height of the Black Lives Matter protests last summer, or shortly after that, hired a plane to go across the match with White Lives Matter on it. I bet he will still be all up in arms about this Super League stuff, and it's literally
see,
priorities.
This stuff here wouldn't happen in Luton.
Well, you might just riot.
Just saying, we're having a Luton.
That's true.
Fair.
What, Luton, the same place that created Tommy Robinson?
Oh, for God's sake.
Hold that.
Really? I didn't know he's
Oh, my God.
Wait. If he's from Luton, why is he trying to be the European person for the Northwest? We don't want to claim
it. He does get bullied in Luton. He can't walk around.
No, I know he does. I've seen him.
No. Yeah, he does. If he walks around, people have hit him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm from Warrington originally, and my pride is that the first milkshake incident was in Warrington Town Centre. Yeah.